Come, let us explore the right way to meditate. Good evening, Jarrett. I too love Dune. I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that brings obliteration. Together, let us relaxingly recite. Nothing dispels the disinformation, misinformation, mythology, and superstition surrounding mindfulness and meditation quite like neuroscience. Let us begin by considering mindfulness. Every time we inhale, we are wired to access the sympathetic nervous system ensconced within the middle third of our spinal cord. This bad boy has evolved to help us to notice in a very special way. Vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly, which is quite antithetical to the rigidity and controlling tendencies inherent to concentration. But what have we evolved to notice? We have evolved to notice perceptions, such as seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, smelling, and the like. We have also evolved to notice the full spectrum of human emotions, intentions, cognitions, recollections, and imaginings. This mindfulness is the natural function of our sympathetic nervous system. Then why do we sit down every 12 hours or so to formally practice? Every time we silently and mentally let's try this again. Every time we silently and mentally recite the demonstrative pronoun this, or the verb noticing during our inhalation, we interrupt the habit of our clever cerebral cortex to compete against our sympathetic nervous system. And instead we set space for these two to cooperate. With each inhalation, we are wired to notice all manner of things, from the internal to the external, from the physical to the mental, from the pleasurable to the painful, from the interesting to the boring, from the glorious to the grotesque. Well, what are we to do with all this stuff? Meditate. So come, let us explore the neuroscience of meditation. Each time we exhale, we are wired to effortlessly and automatically access our parasympathetic nervous system, which is divided between the lower third and the upper third of that same spinal cord we mentioned previously. This parasympathetic nervous system has evolved to support our physical relaxation as well as mental release of that which we noticed during our previous inhalation, to the point that which we noticed could feel as non-graspable as a vast empty void. Now, any good English teacher could remind us that a simile is only as effective as it is relatable. Thus, we have to ask the question, what is a real-world example of a non-graspable vast empty void? How about the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn? Which, although compelling to the eye, is non-graspable to the hand. Thus, as we could see, emptiness only makes sense when seen through a flexible worldview that accepts that not all statements are literal, requiring superstition, blind faith, or pseudo-intellectual mental gymnastics. One might ask, If this relaxing and releasing is the natural behavior of our parasympathetic nervous system, then why bother sitting in mindfulness and meditation every 12 hours or so? Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease or the multisyllabic verb relax. I have no idea why verb is underlined. What's going on? Oh, word, you rapscallion. Each time we silently and mentally recite the one-syllable verb ease or the multisyllabic verb relax during our exhalation, we are interrupting the habit of our clever cerebral cortex to actively compete against our parasympathetic nervous system and instead open space for these two to cooperate in a delightfully therapeutic manner. For some of us, sitting in mindfulness and meditation for about an hour twice daily is absolutely no problem. However, some of us could require a more gradual or hedonistic approach. Thus, sitting in mindfulness and meditation for about 5 minutes once every 12 hours or so could be a very good start. The second week, that could be lengthened to 10 minutes every 12 hours. The third week, that could be stretched out to 15 minutes every 12 hours. Over the course of 12 weeks, one could progress by an additional 5 minutes every week, and thusly condition one's body and mind to sit for an hour every 12 hours or so. One of the benefits of this incremental approach is that it can give our body, mind, partner, pets, children, and schedule an opportunity to gently acclimate to this lifestyle enhancement. Walking in the Buddha's footsteps, we too could master mindfulness and meditation. Having completed our opening lesson, it's time for us to shift gears. It is Qui-Gon Jinn Tuesday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is the Dzogchen Lama, Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I have harnessed my autistic special interests and my ADHD hyperfocus to spend about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I can become your personal nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. This evening, let's play with the latest iteration of Diamond-like Mind Mantra Meditation Practice Text, or Sadhana, if you're nasty. We begin with Wisdom's warm-up. As we practice Madhyamaka's yoga of inconceivability, which is also a creation stage, or wise leaping over pride's obstructions to omniscience, we bring the circumstantial into the path of wisdom, thus practicing the first fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Please chant with me. All circumstances or laws could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this body or form. We now divide the 6-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted between our inhalation and our exhalation. Let us bring the physical into the path of wisdom. Together. All bodies or forms could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this interpersonal communication or speech. All interpersonal communication or speech could be as impermanent and interdependent as if it could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this mind. All minds could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into our vast empty void, like the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although tantalizing to the eye, could be non-graspable to the hand. Welcome to the first collection of 12 sets of 12 inhalations. Upon the tip of our left index finger, we could rest the first knuckle at the base of our right index finger palms up in our lap. Together. May the mastery of the Buddha's teachings of the Eightfold Path come to all crowns. Crown is just a fancy way of referring to the top of our heads. Excuse me. So as we explored during tonight's opening lesson, during each inhalation we could silently and mentally recite a noticing. During each exhalation we could silently and mentally recite relaxing. After a minute or two we might wish to reduce that to just one syllable, silently and mentally reciting the demonstrative pronoun this during our inhalation and the monosyllabic verb is during our exhalation. We turn now to compassion's cooldown. Please chant with me. Rather than indulge or controlling tendencies with all volleys of active visualization, emotion, magic, and belief, we could just recite these kind words in harmony with all breathing and allow our subconscious to do the heavy lifting. Let us therefore sidestep the rigidity that confuses metaphors with statements literal, and instead relax into the flexibility that saves the chance explaining metaphors as similes. Let us chant an explanation of this six-syllable mantra. Om, I invoke the Vajra diamond-like strength of a sattva mind well-trained, supplicating with whom may awareness and release be mastered by all. By practicing creation stage of Hyastaka Tantra, or lovingly leaping over jealousy's obscuring emotions, we bring the mental into the path of love, thus training in the second fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Together. May all minds of all beings know possess a joyful enlightenment, symbolized by open syllable zero bija mantra. During our inhalation, we can silently and mentally recite the six-syllable synopsis of that which we just chanted. During our exhalation, we can physically relax as best we can, while striving to chant this six-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with me, please give yourself permission to have a learning curve. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Let us bring the interpersonal into the path of love, thus training in the third fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. May each being's experience of the interpersonal speech now possess the peaceful love symbolized by a multisyllabic horizontal mantra mala. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum, Om Vajra Sattva Hum. Let us bring the physical into the path of love, thus training in the fourth fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Together. May all bodies or forms of all beings know possess great health, symbolized by the enlightened Arctopia Tam Dorje Sempa Vajra Sattva or Diamond Mind. So these are not prayers. We're simply using words to guide our intention. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Let us bring the circumstantial into the path of love, thus training in the fifth fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Together. May all circumstances, all lots of all beings know possess very good fortune or boon, symbolized by the mythic paradise, pure land or vanti of a real or imagined Buddha. During our inhalation, we can silently and mentally recite the 6-syllable synopsis of our loving intention that we just chanted. During our exhalation, we can do two things. We can physically relax as best we can while striving to chant this 6-syllable mantra 4 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum, Om Vajrasattva Hum. You have taken your first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 11 1/3 hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's morning meditation class as well as group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.